In red. Yes, check. No, I don't want to find out a week before Christmas you substituted a blue in large.
Oh, heaven forbid.
I'll hold.
Your sister certainly puts me to shame. She's got her Christmas cards ready to mail and half her shopping done.
Yeah, I guess I ought to get started myself.
Well, I wait till the last paycheck before Christmas and then I do my shopping.
Yeah, you and about half the country.
Well, this is just one more thing out of the way. Doesn't that look nice?
Yeah, very nice.
Thank you very much, Brian.
You're welcome.
Terrific. I'll be by the mall this evening and pick it up. Wendy Wilkins, Wilkins. Yes. Thank you. Bye-bye.
How you doing?
Oh, fine. Busy.
Looks like you're running hard.
Yes, well, nothing wrong with trying to get ahead of the game.
Maybe.
Maybe. Why just maybe?
I don't know, Wendy. Ever since this accident, I get this feeling that you're running from something.
Brian, I'm fine. Don't I look fine to you?
Give me a break, Wendy.
Brian, what is your problem?
Look, don't play that game with me. Honey, I know what you're going through.
I put all that behind me.
Wendy, look at me. Since you lost this baby, I know you're hurting and you're just not showing it.
I'm stronger than you think. I'm doing very well. As soon as I pick up these last few Christmas things, I'm going to be terrific. Christmas is my favorite holiday. Do you mind if I enjoy it?
No, not at all. But I don't believe a word you just said about not feeling anything. I've been there. I know what it feels like.
Yeah, I know you have.
Look, when Kristen first miscarried, I hurt real bad for a long time. And when she finally told me about how she really lost the baby, I was off the wall. I suddenly remembered all those feelings. It all came back to me, how much I wanted that baby. Don't you see, Wendy? I had all that anger pent up inside me. It never went away.
Brian, don't worry about me. Like, I know you like playing big brother. I know you beat up Warren defending my honor.
I am not going to forgive him for what he did to you.
Brian, look, that's over. He's back with Susie, and look, just don't feel sorry for me. How many times do I have to tell you I'm fine?
Wendy, I know you, and I know you couldn't lose a child and not feel deeply hurt. Don't keep those feelings bottled up forever. They can explode.
I appreciate your coming down to the Herald, Mr. Carter, especially on such short notice.
Oh, my pleasure. I assume you had a chance to look at my real estate proposal?
Yes, I have, and frankly, I'm impressed. Your acquisitions combined with my holdings in the downtown area increase the marketing potential of this project and its resale value tremendously.
No, I thought you might see it that way. So I remember a couple of weeks ago, we were sitting here thinking that this time next year we would have a thriving business partnership.
If we're going to have a business partnership, it's going to have to happen between now and the end of the year.
The end of this year?
Yeah, that's why I called you down here. You see, after I finished reading the material you sent me, I sent it over to my lawyer and my tax accountant with the recommendation that we proceed with the proposal. They agree, but with one caveat. We must close the deal by December 31st. That is the most advantageous time for me, tax-wise.
I'm afraid that's impossible.
Impossible?
Yeah, too soon. Can't be done.
Well, that's nonsense, Warren. Now, you've already done all the extensive groundwork. The title search is complete. You have a signed contract with an open closing date. Besides, an all-cash deal with several bend over backwards to accommodate us. I can have a certified check here in less than an hour.
I'm afraid I can't move that fast. I mentioned that to you at our first meeting.
You don't have the money, do you?
I have the money. I just can't use it until March 1st.
Why March 1st? What's so special about that day?
I have my reasons. I will be able to close any time after March 1st.
Well, I'm afraid that won't do, Mr. Carter. The upside of this venture and my profit potential depends on speed. I have millions invested in this already. I have to move it along.
No. Why don't you have your accountants look at it again? They're very shrewd. I'm sure they can find some other angle to play.
Not if it involves waiting.
You have them look at it again, and I will see what I can do about getting the money.
you'll find it buried under a rose bush.
Yeah, the Herald's really having a lot of fun with that, aren't they? I doubt that there's any truth to it, though.
No, what makes you so sure?
Mr. Kendall, you just give me a little more time, and I'm sure we can work this deal out.
All right. You call me if you get your act together.
Okay, you will hear from me very soon.
Goodbye.
Thank you. Good to see you, Stephanie. I'll be in touch.
Miss Stephanie, close your mouth and the door and come on in.
Well, look who's back with us. Did you enjoy your walk?
Oh, it was invigorating. Crisp and clear. I was hoping it'd cool me off.
And did it?
No, I'm still furious with Warren Carter. I mean, that man really played a filthy game. In business, he was a cad with his wife. I just find my business partnership with him intolerable.
Well, come on. I'll tell you what, how about some hot chocolate?
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
Okay, darling, would you like some hot chocolate?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, I see the files have arrived.
Yeah, I've been at it all afternoon, haven't even made a dent. I keep trying to find some event or issue that may have arisen between the General and Harrison Kendall. Give me some clue where to look at all this.
Yeah, these names certainly bring back memories. Takes them right back to my boyhood.
You knew these people?
Yeah, some of them. You know, when the war started, the General was down at the plant 7 days a week, and very often he'd take me along as company. You know, most of these men were already in their 50s and 60s way back then. Probably all long gone by now. Oh, looky here. Here's a memo from Miss Alice. She was the General's private secretary. Pretty lady. You know, I never did know her last name. She always used to set up a desk for me so I could play tycoon.
Remember Joe Atkins?
Joe Atkins? Oh, sure. He was the plant engineer. You know, he was very often at the plant on the weekends. We were running 3 shifts 7 days a week because of the war. You know, Atkins was 4F because of a bad back. He was one of the few younger men that stayed on after Pearl Harbor.
Well, how long was he with the company?
Well, as I recall, it was his first and last job. General was like that. He used to treat a man right, so he never felt the need to move on. He must have been hired sometime before the war, 38, 39. You know, he might be living in San Francisco. It seems to me that he told me that his kids settled there.
Wait a minute, if he's been with the company all these years, he might know something.
Well, if anybody would, Atkins would be the man.
Yes, San Francisco information, please. Yes, Joseph Atkins. A-T-K-I-N-S.
I wouldn't do that, Miss Adamson. I took big risks coming here, and we gotta talk.
Who are you?
That's not important. I know who you are. I've seen you on the Channel 6 News. I've been reading those articles you and that McCleary been running in the Herald.
I don't meet with people in supply clubs.
I'm not going anywhere where I can be recognized. You ought to stay if you want to get to the bottom of that story about the missing $3 million.
What do you know about the $3 million?
A whole lot. But I'm not telling you now. Not here, anyway. It's gonna cost you.
I left my purse in the office.
We're not talking petty cash, lady.
What do you mean by not petty cash?
I see now.
I could get that.
You do that. I'll be at this place, 5 o'clock. You want the news scoop of your life, you'll be there too. At 5. With the money. Remember, alone, Miss Adamson.
The Old Oaks. Front Street.
Oh,
Only you.
well, who'd you expect?
Jack the Ripper?
Oh, forget it. Are you doing business with Warren Carter?
Business does make for some strange bedfellows.
Then you are.
No, definitely not at the moment.
I want a serious answer, Lloyd.
Seriously, I am not involved with Warren Carter in a business venture.
Good. Because I won't be associated with anybody who associates with him.
No, I have no particular liking for Carter or dislike. Objectively, he's streetwise, has some very clever moves.
He's a snake, and he's dangerous.
I'd say he's more Machiavellian than diabolical.
What are you talking about? He is deceitful, unethical, and a womanizer. And he'll do anything in the world to get his way.
Well, thank you for the warning.
I'll give you another little warning. I won't do business with any associate of Warren Carter.
Well, frankly, I don't think I'll be seeing Mr. Carter again. On the other hand, I do think I'll be seeing a great deal of you.
Well, our racing permit is moving right along. Sam used his influence in the Capitol like a good boy. And now Commissioner Cody doesn't foresee any problem.
About Jim Cody, tell me, did you actually say that you went to high school with him?
I did.
Oh. Was he one of your high school beaux?
Do I look like a woman who would kiss and tell?
Are you sure Sweet talked him into our corner when we talked to him at the Capitol?
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to sweet talk him again tonight.
Tonight?
Mm-hmm. He's in town. He's doing a segment on Face the State over at Channel 6 and talking about off-track betting. So I asked him to dinner. Are you available?
Me? Oh, yeah, I'm free.
Good. Then we'll wine him and dine him and get our permit.
I think that's probably a very smooth business move.
I know.
Where do you want me to make a reservation?
No, I think we should have dinner at my place. I know people like Jim. They're basically good old boys at heart. They like their gourmet food in a very cozy circumstance. Home cooking. So I've already called Rose. I just came by so we could discuss strategy.
We? Well, it seems to me that you have already done a very splendid job of that.
Why, thank you, partner.
You know, business does make for some very interesting bedfellows. Don't you think?
Still your life.
I'm not going to buy.
Oh, how nice. To see my children together.
Hello.
Hi, darling. Anybody seen Rose? Yes, she's in the kitchen cooking up a storm.
Oh, thank heaven. Did the champagne get here?
In the fridge.
Oh, you can always count on Rose in a crisis.
Is this a crisis?
No, not exactly, but it's a very important business dinner. The commissioner, of racing is coming to dinner this evening, and we're having a meeting. Lloyd and I are having a meeting with him.
Lloyd again.
Darling, we have a lot of work to do this evening, and you might just be bored to tears. Maybe you should make plans to go elsewhere.
Gosh, I can tell when I'm not wanted. But I'll tell you what, I'm not even insulted because I have a million Christmas things to do, so I'll changing it out of your hair. Bye.
No.
Bye, Brian.
Bye.
Why do I get the feeling she didn't even want to be invited?
Oh, don't mind her. Wendy's got a lot on her mind.
She certainly does. You know, I meant it when I said it was nice to see you two together.
Oh.
She really needs someone to talk to. Someone her own age. You're a big help to her after the accident.
I just wish I could have done more.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a relief to me to see her bouncing back to her old self. I think she's actually looking forward to the holidays.
Yeah, I want to stay ahead of things.
I hope that Warren Carter is the ghost of Christmas past. I want this new year to be just that for Wendy. A brand new beginning.
Hey, listen, I'm sorry if I interrupted anything. What were you doing in there anyway? Meditating or something? You were gone so long, I thought you might have gotten lost.
Just stop following me around like a secret agent, okay?
And where are the notepads? Isn't that why you went into the supply closet in the first place, to get notepads?
We don't need notepads at the end of the day, right?
I don't need notepads. Listen, you want some peanuts? Protein's good for you. Might improve your memory.
Get off my case, McCleary.
Right. Travis called. Said he got the files from the general. You want to know if there's any particular thing that we could pin... Are you listening to me?
Yeah, you, said that Travis called. We should tell him we've given him everything we've got.
Well, I told him that you would call.
I can't do that now.
You know, you would think that someplace in this pile of mail there would be one single piece of information that would point us in the direction of that $3 million.
Hogan? What do you, think of informants?
Informants? Oh, necessary evil, I guess. Come with the territory. Sometimes they can even net you a headline, like when Deep Throat blew the whistle on Watergate. Paid off for Woodward and Bernstein.
Have you ever used one yourself?
Oh, sure. Once when I was on assignment down in the Caribbean, I hooked up with this guy from the wire service. He had an informant who was supposed to send him into some big drug dealers. You know, for the cocaine connection.
Really? I bet that got a terrific headline.
Oh, yeah. Terrific headline indeed. Pulitzer Prize winner dies under suspicious circumstances.
He was murdered?
Yeah, well, that's the other side to using informants. Listen, it's 4:30. I better get that tuxedo back, and then I want to check out some of these leads. You want to come along?
No, I'm going to hang around here for a while. Got my newscast to do.
Well, anything I can help you with here before I go?
Nothing, so handle it myself.
Okay. See you later then. Oh, and Sunshine. Listen, I don't know what it was that you were doing in there in the closet, but try to come back down to earth, okay? Drive safe.
Okay.
At 5, with the money, and alone.
We can continue this tomorrow morning in your office at 10 o'clock.
Stephanie, we both have to eat. I don't understand that.